exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your MC Davo. With me today, we have Kells.
Bonjour.
We have Andy.
Hello, Ladle Brainers.
We don't have Twice. She is on a lovely vacation, but filling in for her today, we have Lee.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome.
And we have the Sensei Neil.
Hey, everybody.
Now, Lee comes to us as a special patron listener. She's one of our wonderful patrons who, if you are a patron at the $10 a month or higher level, you get an invite to the show. And she's taken us up on it. She's coming in here. She was just telling us about how many trivia contests she's won and how good at trivia she is. So she will fit right in with our trivia excellence. Lee, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, but I'm nervous after that intro. And then
I'm nervous. I didn't know we had to meet the excellence bar today. That was not in the production meeting.
Since when did we aim for excellence? I thought we were just trying to get a show out.
We've always aimed for least effort possible.
Above average is fine.
Never been above average.
So, Lee, what led you to listening to the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I found you, and time's just a blur, so I don't know when you switched with Triviality. So, and then I listened to the whole back catalog on my commute, and here I am today.
Well, we are very thankful to have you. We cannot do the show without your support and the support of all of our rest of our patrons, no matter the level of patronage, but we definitely appreciate you.
Here, and hoping I can at least get one answer correct.
Oh, you will.
Oh, you'll be fine.
So let's play a game of trivia. Each week we have a theme. Within that theme, we've got 6 categories of 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points with maybe a few bonus points thrown in here and there. And then a final, which is worth up to 100 points. Today's game was provided to us by our friend Ian from Vermont, or as Twi likes to say, Vermontshire or something like that.
Verhampshire.
Verhampshire, that's right. Thank you.
I thought it was Canada.
That's might as well be.
Southern Canada.
Right.
The theme is The Godfather.
Come on.
Really? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. He submitted this a long time ago. The theme is gods and fathers.
Oh, God.
Huh.
So just as an aside, that's the script that Ian gave me. And he said the theme is The Godfather. And then in the next line, he said in parentheses, wait for Davo to complain.
Well, hey.
Bait taken.
You may be a little predictable, Davo.
It's comforting.
All right. Category 1 is science. These are all the fathers of some branch of science.
Oh,
Okay.
Question 1. Born in Pisa in 1564, who is considered the father of modern science? And there's a hard mode, or basically a bonus. I'll do it as a bonus. Living roughly 2,000 years earlier and credited with the phrase, know thyself, who is considered to be the father of ancient science?
That's the hard one.
Just consider that a bonus. Do it as if you can answer the second question, you get a 5-point bonus.
I am locked in on both, though I'm guessing on the second one.
Same.
I don't know the first one. I'm guessing on the second. This is starting off well.
One question.
It's the first
I'll lock
question.
in, though it's a probably wrong guess.
All right. So let's start with Kels.
I'm still trying to guess.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
Jeez, Davo.
Why am I still trying to guess?
That's kind of what I was wondering. I mean, I never heard this guy before.
This is dumb. Okay. Not the game, me.
Which part exactly is done?
Me. It would be me. Locked in.
All right, Kels.
Is that Galileo and Socrates?
Davo?
I said Galileo and Aristotle.
Andy?
I said Galileo and Socrates, and you might be right, Davo. On my second one's a guess.
Lee.
I said Galileo, and I didn't have a guess for the second part.
All right. Well, none of you got the bonus,
Great.
but you all got Galileo. The bonus is a gentleman by the name of Thales.
Oh, fart. I knew that.
Davo, we have company.
That's why I said fart.
No. We talked about this.
Oh, don't fart in front of company.
Okay. I don't even know why we have the production meetings at this point.
Question 2. A 19th century monk living in what is now the Czech Republic grew the plant known scientifically as Pisum sativa to study his theories about gene inheritance. What is the more common name of Pisum sativum?
Oh.
You were thinking I was going to go for the monk, weren't you?
Yes.
I did. All right.
Writing it
locked in.
down.
Had it down. Had to scratch it out. I'm locked in.
I'm gonna say an answer, and it's probably gonna be wrong, but I've got one. Locked
You
in.
got this,
I locked in.
Psst. Andy.
I'm locked in.
I have the right answer, Andy.
I know.
Call
What
on
is it?
me.
What'd
You
you
have to
say?
wait till
David?
it's my turn.
Davo?
I thought Andy was going first.
No.
Oh, I said marijuana.
What? Why?
Sativum.
The Gregor Mendel story starring
Get that-
Method Man.
Get that nice head high, or rather, that indica gives you that cool body high.
So sativum just means cultivated.
I don't care, Neil. It's okay.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of foods that are something sativa that are
Oh, wow.
not the wild
Buzzkill.
version. Andy.
So I wrote down peas.
Okay. Not marijuana.
No, but I want to point out other people were making a lot of fuss when I was trying to think. So it's all I could come up with.
Okay. Lee
I also said pea plants.
and Kels.
Pea plants.
Oh, thank goodness.
Correct answer is peas.
It was the very first thing I thought of, and I thought that can't be right.
Question 3. Antoine Lavoisier is known as one of the fathers of chemistry. One of his biggest accomplishments was figuring out how and why things burn. For 5 points each, which elements did he identify?
I just want to point out how things burn and why was pretty much middle school for me.
To put a match to it.
Well, I think
There you go.
Let's see if I'm going to burn this plastic model and see what that looked cool.
I think he was being a little more scientific than you were.
I feel like I was being scientific.
I'm locked in.
I'm punting. This is terrible.
You know 2 elements.
I could name 2 elements.
Yeah.
I can name a lot of elements now.
I'm going to lock in with a complete guess.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Hang on a second.
Neil's just checking to see if Twi is doing all right. Hey, thinking about you. You sure you're gonna be able to record on Thursday? Just asking. These guys
Okay,
are
so-
lame without you.
I'll let you unlock if you want to. I just want to be clear. He recognized one of these elements as an element. He's the first person to do that. The other one he recognized plays a role in combustion. He didn't actually identify the second one.
Oh.
Huh.
All right. I'm going to unpunt, depunt,
Fake punt.
fake punt, and hopefully get 5 points.
Okay.
I'll lock in with another element. Why not?
Are we all re-locked in?
Yes.
I am.
Let's start with Andy.
Wind and fire.
Was Earth at home? Why?
Well, it was only 2 elements, and I was trying to think about the elements that have something to do with combustion. In earth, you can't burn earth, but wind and fire, that works.
So no Philip
Man.
Bailey, no Verdine White, Rose, none of them. Just wind and fire.
I agree, it's a glaring omission, but again, I only had the 2 elements to work with.
And it was like the 18th century, so maybe the other two weren't
They
born.
couldn't afford the third element.
Well, it's the 1800s.
It's
there were only
19th century
6.
technology.
Lee,
I guess sulfur and phosphorus because they just sounded okay to me.
okay.
Sound Bernie.
Kels,
Say hydrogen and oxygen.
Oh, those are good answers.
Yeah.
Davo.
I said oxygen and sulfur.
Okay. So he identified hydrogen as an element,
Wow.
and he identified oxygen as being necessary for combustion.
It's on that pyramid that they taught us about.
Neil,
Mhm.
I would like to point out I had wind
Mm-hmm.
and you oxygen. I mean, you know.
Which
You
means
can't-
what? That
So do you
All
know?
right. Just I knew it was a long shot.
what was your other answer?
Fire.
Wind and
Fire.
fire.
You
Given
know
the context.
most of wind that we actually breathe is nitrogen.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because if it was all oxygen, we would have combusted
into
ourselves
flames.
quite a long
Yeah.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice try though. I mean, pretty weak
Thanks.
try, but
Yeah.
Desperate
We
try.
we can move on now.
question
Sorry for
4.
making you pull the car over and coming back here.
Question 4. Johann Hedwig is considered the father of bryology. Bryology. Contrary to popular myth, it doesn't matter which way you look in a forest, you've likely seen a bryophyte. What is a bryophyte?
I'm okay. I'm in. I'm locked in.
I have an
What's the
idea.
guy's
Do it,
name?
Davo. You
again?
got this.
I'm just going with my heart.
Okay, I'm locked in.
I'll lock in.
I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start with Lee.
I said a tree.
Kels.
I said a fan of Harry Potter's owl.
Deva.
I said a tree.
And Andy.
I'm guessing it's the moss that grows on the tree that grows that supposedly only grows on the one side of the tree.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that answer.
Man, I had my button on the.
I know.
on the sleeve,
Woo!
but Andy pulled it out. It is
Andy.
moss.
Nice.
Moss or
Sure.
liverwort or hornworts.
Hornwort.
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds like something out of Harry Potter. I'm sure.
And isn't the myth it's supposed to only grow on the north side of the tree, but it can grow completely around it?
Yeah. All right. At the end of category 1, Davo has 15 points.
Boom.
Lee has 20. Kels and Andy are tied at 30. So let's move on to category 2, which is movies.
Movie.
In the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, what shape-shifting god of destruction turns the top floor of an apartment building into a gate between dimensions? And for an extra 2 points apiece, what are the demonic names of the gatekeeper and the keymaster?
I just know the one. Darn it.
I know one.
Are you familiar with this movie, Lee?
I've seen it a few times, but I'm definitely drawing a blank on all of them. I kind of have one name, and I just don't know where it fits into these three. So
Go with your
I'll
heart.
have to figure that one out.
That's what I'm doing.
I think we all have the same name. Like
Yeah.
there's
I'm
one
pretty
answer out of
sure.
all these that we all knew right away.
Bob?
Bob.
And I quasi
can't-
think I know it. I could be totally butchering it, but
I'm locked in.
I'll lock in.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start with Dave.
I thought it was Gozer the Gozerian. And I don't have the keymaster and the gatekeeper.
Okay. Andy?
The monster was Slimer, Slime. No idea. I just remember that wasn't Vigo the gatekeeper?
Vigo
And I
was
don't
in the
remember the
second one,
keymaster.
Oh,
Lee?
Well, I definitely butchered it because I think Dave was right. I said Gazool, so I guess I just kind of made him a little bit Italian instead of whatever his ancestry
Little
is. But
gazool.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like a
think-
delicious sandwich from The Sopranos.
I think Kels is about to tell you what you did wrong there, Lee.
Gozer Zool was possessed.
There is no
Dana.
Dana, only Zool.
Only Zool. And I couldn't think of who Lewis became, so I said Maurice.
So it
Some
sounds like
people-
Lee, you kind of got Gozer and Zool mixed together.
yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I knew it was something. I knew there was a Z, I knew there was a G, so I just threw some letters together and hoped for the best.
So so the god of destruction is Gozer the Gozerian, and the gatekeeper is Zool, and the keymaster is Vinz Clortho.
Vince Clortho
Where was I getting Vigo from?
from the second movie.
From
Yeah, that's the
from the
thing,
Lord of the
painting.
Rings.
Vigo the carpet.
That's what I'm thinking of.
All coverage was good.
Question 2. In the 1981 film Clash of the Titans, Perseus is given 3 gifts by Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera. What are these 3 gifts?
Oh, I never saw.
In no particular order.
I'm going to punt. I've never seen this movie.
Really? I mean, it's not super great, but 5-year-old Davo loved it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, never interested me, so.
Is
no
that the
clue.
one with this stupid little clockwork owl thing?
Yes.
Oh, that was the best part.
I'm locked in. What a guess.
I'm locked in.
All right. We're going to start with Andy.
A sword, a shield, and shoes. I have no idea. Sandals.
A nice ensemble.
Yeah. I'm guessing at least one of those things in the outfit showed up.
Okay. And Lee.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day.
Wow.
Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Yeah.
Kels.
I said a sword, a mirror shield, and Pegasus.
Okay.
Oh.
And Davo.
I said a sword, a shield, and a stupid little clockwork owl.
I love the clockwork owls.
Well, so it was a sword and a shield, and it was also a helmet of invisibility.
Oh.
So no points on that, or
No, I give you 4 points each. So Kels, Davo, and
Word.
Andy all got 8 points. All right. So question 3. This one's a little bit different. One at a time, I'm going to give you a co-star and a release year from each of 3 films in a series. So to make it not too easy, and because film series usually get worse as they go on, I'll be starting with a 3rd film and working backwards. So
Wow.
Are we
Okay.
going to name
Hang
the
on.
series? I'm guessing.
So there's one character or one star that was in all 3 of these films, but there were different main co-stars for each of them. So I'm going to give you the year and the co-star, and I want you to give me the main star. So if you get it on the first one, if you lock it on the first one, you'll get 10 points. If you don't get it till the second one, then you'll get 7 points and 5 points if you get it on the third one. Okay.
A game designed specifically to show how much better Kells is at this than the rest of us.
Don't do that, Andy. That's a lot of pressure.
I don't know. I don't know if these are really Kells movies, but we'll see.
Oh boy.
But remember the theme, and that might help. Okay. So, number 1, this was the 3rd film in the series, was in 1984, and the co-star was Ted Wass.
Yes.
So if you know it from that, go ahead and lock in. Otherwise,
I will not be locking in, Sensei.
nope.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not
No,
with
me neither.
Publi.
Okay. No, not with public. Okay. So for 7 points, number 2 is 1980, and the co-star was Suzanne Plachette.
What?
I'm gonna lock in.
No,
Okay.
I'm not locking in.
So Lee's locking in for 7 points.
I have to go with the last. I have no idea.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Still no lock in for me.
Oh, Davo's warming up. I can hear the key in the ignition.
Don't flood the engine,
What?
Davo. You got this.
Feather that
Oh,
throttle there,
wait.
Davo.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We're waiting. We're
All
literally
right.
just waiting.
I'm not 100. Go.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so Lee's locked in. So number 3, 1977, the co-star was John Denver.
Oh, locked in.
I need
I
the
still don't know what this is.
the other star that was in all 3 of those movies.
John
I was way off.
Was
I'm
it
glad I
movie?
waited. All right, locked in.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Was not going this direction, but it makes sense that
Good
Ian.
gravy.
They get
Mm,
increasingly obscure as co-stars.
Kels, I would be tremendously surprised if you even heard about this movie.
He's
Straight
heard
up.
he's heard the name before.
Oh, he knows who the person is for sure.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't,
no, I mean
he doesn't know
he
about
knows-
the movie franchise.
I bet he does.
I bet he does.
ooh.
How much?
I'll bet you 5 points.
Okay.
We have found a
Really?
new level to the show.
Side bitch.
Degenerate gambling on our show?
Side bets for other players.
All right, Lee, what's your answer?
George Burns.
Kels?
This is even funnier now. Father Mackenzie.
Wow. Okay.
Davo?
George Burns.
And Andy?
George Burns from the film franchise Oh God.
Never heard of that.
You never heard of it? You didn't,
No.
and you never heard of Oh God Part 2?
Then, oh God,
Absolutely
you
not.
devil.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
There
Oh
was
God, You
one-
Devil.
I've
that
seen
was
all
the third one.
3.
There's one summer, Oh God, Part 2 played endlessly on whatever local TV station. And that's how I knew the Suzanne Plachette one, because
Okay.
it was on all the time.
Question 4. What movie am I describing? An indigenous hunter in the Kalahari Desert finds a Coke bottle that's been dropped from an airplane and somehow hasn't broken. Thinking it came from the gods, he tries to return it to them and hijinks ensue.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Title. I can see the cover. I don't like that.
I think this is a movie I'm going to lock in.
I remember seeing this cover at Blockbuster all the time
Yeah.
Yep.
because
That's what
nobody
I'm
ever
thinking
seemed to
of.
want it.
Yeah.
Kels?
The gods must be crazy.
Dava?
The gods must be crazy.
Andy?
The gods must be crazy.
And Lee?
Woot. I said the gods must be crazy.
You got it correct.
Yeah. Like a little woot there. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of category 2, Lee has 37, Davo 48, Andy 53, and Kels 60. So if you haven't picked up on it, the first category, science, was about fathers. The second one was about gods. Now we're
Mhm.
going back to fathers again. Or
Okay.
the category is
I was gonna say
relatives.
Godfathers.
Relatives.
Question 1. Jessica Capshaw played Dr. Arizona Robbins for 10 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. Who is her slightly more famous stepfather?
Locked
Locked in.
Locked in.
Punt.
We will start with Andy.
By using Ray Guy's techniques, every punter can consistently create a spiral. This aerodynamic rotation promotes greater distance and increases hang time.
That's why we can say we are the father of computer technology in sports.
Lee,
Spielberg.
Kels,
Steven Spielberg.
and Davo.
Spielberg.
It is Steven Spielberg who married her, Jessica's mother, Kate. Question 2. Elle King had a top 10 single with X's and O's, which was nominated for 2 Grammys. Who was her dadmeister?
Locked in.
Dadmeister?
That's what the question says.
That sounds
It's not Barry
very
Gordy.
English.
Would have gotten Michael Jackson on that track.
If he hadn't have been dead, probably at the time.
But maybe it would be better if I said, "Who is her Dadmeister?" I'm probably not doing that.
This is creeping me out.
I'm like that.
Dadmeister.
I appreciate that.
Oh.
No, I spelled it wrong.
I know this guy. They all locked in?
No. You think I'm going to get it?
Yep.
You have such faith in me.
Andy. What? He played Grover Cleveland in that one movie.
Has anybody ever played Grover Cleveland in a movie?
I don't think
know.
so.
It's a shame if they haven't. It's very interesting.
This guy, Whip Hubley. Grover Cleveland.
Whip Hubley is
Whip Hubley
Grover
is
Action Cleveland.
Shoot.
None of his suits have sleeves.
They're just like, yeah.
Grover Cleveland doesn't have time for sleeves.
What the heck is this? I don't even know anymore. I'm just thinking of Whip Hubley as Grover Cleveland.
I'm still enjoying that Grover Cleveland joke I made. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke. I am pathetic.
I have no idea what this is, but there's a YouTube channel called BSU Tonight. And the title is Grover Cleveland, Back in Action.
Oh.
It's subtitled Accurate American History. And it
Well,
says,
I find an inaccuracy in the fact that he's back in action.
It says, join Grover Cleveland, America's favorite non-consecutive president, as he continues his fight for truth, justice, and the American way in this action-packed extravaganza. So I'm definitely going to watch that after the show.
Action-packed extravaganza.
The Dadmeister is not helping me, and it should.
It will.
That's the way he said it.
Yep.
Do
it again.
for me.
I don't even really know what that's from. I just kind of vaguely remember, like, Dadmeister.
The Dadmeister.
Okay, I'm going to write the wrong answer. Sure, why not? Here we go.
All right.
Wrong answer time.
Well, better a wrong answer than us waiting all night for you to write the right answer.
I was waiting. We were waiting on Andy.
Locked in for a while.
No, you weren't.
Been
He
hours.
did when he said, "Oh, I got this."
Lee.
Rob Schneider. I think that's how you say his last name.
Oh, really?
From
Holy
SNL.
crap.
Kels.
Rob Schneider.
Davo.
Rob Schneider.
And Andy.
Rob Schneider. And the words you're looking for there, Davo, is thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that's you said.
No.
That Meister thing was from a Saturday Night Live character.
The
He
copy
had.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Copies.
Question 3. Ravi Shankar played the sitar at Woodstock and called George Harrison his friend. But who was Shankar's daughter, who has sold more than 50 million records and who Billboard named as the top jazz artist of the 2000s?
Locked in.
Locked
in.
in.
This doesn't feel right at all. But because everybody else liked it, right?
Yeah.
I know Nora Jones was very popular. And I guess she would be jazz. I can't think of anybody else.
Dion.
Sanders? No.
He's multi-talented, but I don't think he's
Yeah.
that talented.
Or Liz Dion.
All right. Or Dionne Warwick.
I said that. I really just made that joke.
I'm liking.
On this show?
Yeah. Yeah, just whatever.
Kels,
I just went with Nora Jones.
Davo,
Messed around and got a triple double. Nora Jones.
Andy,
Nora Jones.
and Lee.
Nora Jones.
Is Nora Jones.
Is
And question
Is
4.
it?
Question 4. What presidential daughter has a Bacon number of just 2 and published an autobiography titled The Way I See It?
Did you say a bacon number?
What is a bacon number?
Oh, 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Oh,
what?
Oh.
So
That means she was in a movie that
with
someone
somebody
who was
that's
in a
been in a
movie with
movie.
Kevin Bacon.
Why am I writing down a bacon number? Like, I need to know that ever again. Locked in.
I mean,
It's got to be her.
I'll lock in.
I'm locked in. I feel
I
really
feel the
confident
same
about
way,
this now.
Andy. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know why, but
It's the only one I can send my logic out. I'm locked in.
Okay.
Locked in.
We'll start with Kels.
Ivanka Trump.
Davo,
Ivanka Trump.
Andy,
was not going that direction and went with Amy Carter.
and Lee.
I went with Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, what's a better answer?
All I'm trying to say is,
The correct answer is Patty Davis.
Reagan's daughter?
Yep.
That was in my top 3. I couldn't remember her name, though.
Well, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
She was in 3 films. I don't know which one gave her 2 ranking, but she was in The Curse of the Pink Panther and
I didn't know that.
and Tango and Cash. She played a reporter.
Probably Tango and Cash.
Tango and
Yeah.
Cash.
Tango
Yeah.
and Cash.
All right. At the end of category 3, Lee has 67, Andy 73, Davo 78, and Kels has 90.
It's close, except for that one guy.
Category 4 is books, and we're back on the gods again.
Well, I know one book.
Not one.
Question 1. What is the name of Neil Gaiman's 2005 book wherein a West African trickster god dies, leaving his 2 titular sons who reunite after being separated in their youth? The father, who goes by Mr. Nancy, also appeared in Gaiman's 2001 book, American Gods.
I was going to say American Gods.
Yeah, I know, me too. I just watched this series for the first time this semester. I don't know any of the book names, though.
I like how you tell time by semesters.
Oh, this one's mercifully almost done.
I'm locked in.
A couple more weeks, I would have lost my mind. Locked in.
I'll lock in.
Locked in.
Okay, we'll start with Lee.
I said Tango and Cash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Andy?
Oh, American Gods, book 2.
These callbacks.
Yeah.
Davo?
I said Gods and Monsters.
Oh, I think that's right.
And Kels?
And Neil is laughing because it's wrong.
Sounds
I said
right.
Gods and Monsters, so I know it's not right.
He sweeps the street so nice and neat. His bristly brooms sweep while he moves.
The correct answer is Anansi Boys.
Oh.
Huh.
Or actually, it's probably
Oh.
pronounced Anansi because of Mr. Nancy. Question 2. Small Gods is one book in a comic fantasy series that includes more than an amazing 40 volumes in total. Who is the author of these books? 2 bonus points if you can tell me the name of the book series.
Oh, this has got D&D nonsense written all over it.
Hey.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, it does say comic fantasy series. So
I'm locked in.
40 volumes. I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'll lock in.
Davo,
Piers Anthony and the Xanth series.
Kels,
Sue Grafton.
Lee,
I said Herbert.
and Andy.
Charles Schultz, the Peanuts series. Boom, give me my points. Huh.
It is Terry Pratchett in the Discworld series. Well, let's try this one. What 1937 novel by Zora Neale Hurston was adapted into an Oprah Winfrey produced made-for-TV film in 2005 and at least 2 radio plays?
Locked in.
2 radio plays? The kids are still doing the radio plays?
Locked in.
Well, there have been 2 radio plays since 1937 when it was published. So,
all right, locked
in. I didn't say when the radio plays were.
Oh, okay.
But if it helps, the second one was like a rock opera. And it was played by Radiohead.
Radiohead.
We'll start with Andy.
War of the Worlds. What did I do?
I mean, you just totally dissed Zora Neale Hurston, but I mean, I get this if that's your thing.
Famous author of World.
Have you ever heard of the Harlem Renaissance, Andy?
Sorry.
Being a history guy, you might.
I was going off of radio plays. I had nothing.
Davo?
I said Xanth.
I don't know which one of you I'm more disappointed in.
Be disappointed in Andy.
Well,
see my Black History scores for the last 2 years. Yell at Andy.
Kels.
Their eyes were watching God.
And Lee.
Their eyes were watching God.
Oh,
wasn't this an answer in the last show?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I just heard it. I just heard you guys all answer it this morning, and you were hoping Okeechobee was in Florida. That was part of it.
So, you guys, I didn't answer that,
but you were there.
I participated.
I got that wrong too, Davo. I got Florida right, but I didn't know it then. I didn't know it now.
You won't know tomorrow.
I won't know it tomorrow because I don't learn.
Question 4. What British author and journalist who is regarded as one of the most influential atheists of the 20th and 21st centuries wrote God is Not Great, How Religion Poisons Everything? Kels is picturing this book in his head now. Just trying to remember.
You'd be surprised at how often I do that.
No,
I wouldn't. I assume you do it every time there's a book question.
Locked in.
I'll lock in.
Okay. We'll start with Kels.
Hitchens.
Lee.
Smith.
Andy.
Oh, I was guessing Vonnegut.
And Davo.
Hitchens.
Correct answer is Hitchens. Yeah, I don't want to do a shame nugget, but
go ahead.
Well, hang on, I gotta check it before I say it because
you know what the shame nugget is. I know what the shame nugget is.
Vonnegut's American. Go ahead.
Self-serve. That's what you want.
Yeah.
I'll get my own shame here at the buffet. I see we got some shame
nuggets,
fresh gravy
from the kitchen. The buffet's been out for an hour.
I don't, it doesn't matter at this point. It's not going to sit well with me either way.
I was actually thinking that Vonnegut didn't make it to the 21st century, but he definitely did. So
he did with his last book. Thank God for Dr. Kevorkian, which is funny.
Sounds like a laugh riot.
It is. If you're into Vonnegut humor, it is.
That Kevorkian. All right. At the end of category 4, Andy has 73, Lee 77, Davo 88, and Kel's 110.
It's weird. I had 73 in the last category.
It is weird. How did that happen?
This is how Kels does it, Lee. He just kind of coasts. He paces everybody, and before you know it, he's 50 meters ahead.
Yep.
I have 8 more questions to make it to the Allison line, so crossing my fingers.
You got this.
You're there.
I can get there.
You'll do it. You're fine. I mean, maybe not on this next question, but
Oh, great.
honestly, I think Andy's probably the only one that has a chance on this one. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong.
Wow.
Category 5 is music,
Uh,
and we're back to fathers.
okay.
Question 1. When George Harrison was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Harrison's son with an all-star band played While My Guitar Gently Weeps. What is Harrison's son's name?
Oh, come on.
Locked in.
I watched
And I
the
can
video
even
so
spell it
many
correctly.
times.
Okay. If you can spell it correctly, I'll give you 1 bonus point.
It's what if I drew a picture of him with a help? I just can't think of his name. Actually,
I'm going to lock in.
Andy said that he could spell his name. I feel like it's
Which
a common
implies
name,
it's
but
not
like,
John.
it's like a H near the beginning. That shit.
It's probably some BS from when he was like traveling in India and like did all the drugs.
What if I played Prince's solo note for note? Could I get half credit?
If you can play
If you did
Princess
that,
If you
Solo,
could
you
do that, you win this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done here. We're just done. And
If
my
you could
face
do
would
that,
melt.
what the hell are you doing on this stupid
Right.
podcast?
Yeah, this is
Right.
a stupid use of your time.
Well, I remember. I love y'all's company, so I can't rule it out. What is?
all right, I just wrote a name.
No, it's
Ridiculous, and I protest.
so Davo locked in.
Yeah. Davo gave up.
I feel like it starts with like a D. It's like 2 N's in there somewhere.
Is he a gin?
I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start with Andy.
Donnie Harrison. DHANI.
Davo.
Donnie? Donnie.
Yep.
I said Django.
What? But he loved his son.
Kels.
I said Dylan.
Donnie.
Lee.
I
thought it
said
was
Zachary.
Danny. Zach.
Unsurprisingly, Andy is correct and got the spelling correct, so he gets a bonus point. I would have
Okay.
pronounced it Danny, but
Me
looks
too.
like
I know
Danny.
that's- Yeah.
Danny, are you okay? Are
it
you
looks like
okay?
Donnie.
Are you okay, Danny?
Honey. Question 2. What folk rock song was originally released on the 1974 album Verities and Balderdash and a cover release on 1992's America's Least Wanted? And I have an easy mode for half points if you need it.
I think I need it, Neil.
Oh. Easy mode, please.
I recognize this album title.
America's Least Wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
was
the one I
yours.
recognize.
Yeah.
I'll go for easy mode.
Yeah, I'm gonna need easy mode.
Okay, everybody wants the easy mode for half points. The albums were released by respectively Cat Stevens and Ugly Kid Joe.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Remember the theme.
Locked in. It
I'll
did
lock
not
in.
Locked in. I think this is a song from the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, you know what? I don't know why he put Cat Stevens.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that. These songs were released by Harry Chapin
That's better.
and Ugly Kid Joe.
I was really confused.
Because I was looking at that and thought, I didn't know Cat Stevens did that song. And
No.
that's why I didn't
It's
think he
actually
did.
a common misconception.
I think I'm wrong then.
I don't know.
So Harry Chapin
I
and Ugly Kid
re-locked
Joe.
in.
Okay.
I stay locked in with my garbage.
And for those that locked in, I bet I know what Cat Stevens song you went with.
You don't know me.
Thanks.
You don't know me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
All right. Davo?
Father of the Year.
Kels?
I said father and son.
Lee?
I said Cats in the Cradle. I originally said Fathers and Sons, and then I re-locked in with Cats in the Cradle.
When I gave you the actual correct information.
Yes.
Andy?
Yeah, Father and Son is an amazing Cat Stevens song. One of my favorites. Cats in the Cradle's Harry Chapin.
The correct answer is Cats in the Cradle. Because I was looking at that and I'm thinking, oh, Cat Stevens and Cats in the Cradle, that makes sense. And then I'm like, wait, that's not right.
Makes sense.
What am I missing about this being about fathers?
Oh, Cats in the Cradle is about a son's relationship with his father.
Is that the Silver Spoon?
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
Man in the Moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
Actually,
verse, the
that's
boy
awesome.
gets older and the father hasn't spent any time with him. And at the end of the song, it's a switcheroo. The father wants to spend time, but the son's an adult now and doesn't have time for dad. Learn your lesson.
Oh.
Yeah.
I turned out just like you, Dad.
Yeah. Turned out just like you. Harry Chapin was a subtle man.
Question 3. In 2016, the song Daddy Lessons was released. Writing for Slate magazine, Carl Wilson said, certainly the best country pastiche ever heard on a contemporary R&B album, and it could be the country song of the year, period. Who released this song on their 6th studio album?
Locked in. Locked all the way in.
Quickly losing the will to live.
Jeez.
Trivia nugget. Jay-Z. Hard Knock Life. It's country.
Really?
It's not.
Oh,
Locked in.
I was just trying not to help.
yeah.
You
You're
did.
not helping.
Not help.
Yeah, you're
Did a great job,
successfully
bud.
not helping. Give me all right, I just have to come up with
I'll lock
an
in.
R&B star from that.
Lionel Richie, Andy.
He has a chart song in every year.
Yeah, it's the B-side All Night Long. Quiet all night.
Screw it. Locked in.
Okay. Let's start with Kels.
From her album Lemonade, Beyonce.
No. Yes.
Lee?
Oh, I had no clue. I just put Little Nas X, so I had something to say because I already punted.
Okay. Andy?
I went with Beyonce because of what's going on right now. I didn't realize it started way back then.
Devo?
Well, I said Kelly Rowland. So I was tangentially correct. So give me some tangential points.
You have you are tangent to some points now.
Yay.
I'm happy you know Kelly Rowland.
So I don't know what you mean by what's going on now, Andy.
Because
She
Beyonce,
released the
hasn't she
country
recently come out with a country
released the
album? Yeah.
album. Mhm.
No, no idea.
And that's why I asked you to repeat the year. I was really thrown off there. I knew about Beyonce's country album now, but I didn't realize she'd done a single back in 2016.
2016.
Down here on Bee Farm Road, we grow our country slow and careful like. From all the way back to 2016.
All right. Here is question 4.
Greetings, meatbags.
Oh,
No.
Lyricbot has some lyrics for you. You need to tell me
hers
the
just keeps coming.
name of the song. Tell me the name of the song that he has excerpted some lyrics from.
The one you warned me all about, the one you said I could do without, we're in an awful mess, and I don't mean maybe.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm there, buddy. Locked.
Okay. Let's start with Lee.
Papa don't preach.
Andy.
Papa don't preach.
Devo.
Papa don't preach.
And Kels.
Papa don't take no mess.
Correct
I've
answer
never heard
is
this song before.
What?
really?
What?
Never heard this song before.
That's Papa Don't Preach by Madonna.
I heard the music and I forgot you were going to play a song. And for a second, I thought it was a sweep, and I was just very confused. I was super confused. And I'm all set now.
All right. At the end of category 5, Lee has 92, Davo 98, Andy 109, and Kels 120.
Allison line is right there within our reach, Lee.
I know. We can do it.
We can get there.
So category 6 is mythology.
And maybe not.
Thank God I got to the Allison line before this.
So Ian writes, since the theme overall leans heavily into white cis dudes, all 4 of these are going to be about chicks.
Chicks?
Mythological chicks.
Mythological
Yeah.
chicks. I experienced a lot of that in high school.
She lived in Canada.
You just missed her.
Question 1. When Hades asked Zeus if he could kidnap Zeus's daughter to bring to the underworld, which woman did he ask for?
Yep.
Tim?
So Hades went to Zeus and said, "Hey, can I kidnap?"
Oh, I know
daughter?
what you're asking.
No, I know. I'm
Needs?
just
Oh.
I'm expressing incredulity at the story. Why would you ask a father if you could kidnap their daughter?
I mean, his brother, if he could kidnap his niece.
Yeah, I guess they were
There's
brother.
just the levels of ick just get real deep. Just it doesn't bear thinking.
I am locked in because
That's the mic.
okay.
I'm locked in.
I'll lock in.
Okay. We'll start with Kels.
Persephone.
Yes.
Lee.
I said Penelope.
Andy.
Went with Persephone because of the play Hadestown.
And Devo.
Is that a real what?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing play. All joking aside, Davo, I know you hate musicals. You'd love this musical.
You had me at Hadestown.
It's good.
I said Persephone.
I mean, I'll give it to you, but it looks to me like it's Persephone. So I can see how you might mispronounce it, but I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
That's straight from the book of McBride's pronunciation. Get it now on Amazon.
Amazing Prime.
Amazon Prime. We'll have that in stock.
Question 2. Around 2006, my friend, by which I think Ian's friend, was traveling internationally for school. Her school had a system to log into her homework for grades and etc. The system had the same name as an Egyptian goddess. Which goddess was it that made her so nervous to talk about it in public?
Locked in. I've used this
Locked
system.
in.
Same.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's the Dewey Decimal System, Andy.
Yeah. It's the LOC system.
Locked in. I had forgotten about this.
Okay, start with Dave Kels.
ISIS.
Lee,
Isis.
Andy,
ISIS.
and Davo.
ISIS.
Because like in 2006, ISIS was kind of a big thing in the news.
Right.
Yeah.
And we use this at UARC.
Yep.
Mhm.
I had forgotten about this.
Question 3. To keep from being overthrown, which had been foretold by prophecy, Cronus ate his first 5 children. The boys were Hades and Poseidon. For 3 points apiece, who were the girls? And 10 points if you get all 3. Plus a bonus, who was the sixth child who overthrew Cronus?
Never mentioned Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, or Mike.
Locked in.
I'm
Locked
locked in
in.
with 3 names.
I'm
Don't forget the bonus.
locked in.
Okay, Lee?
Well, I locked in with 3 names that I know are mythological. I said Athena, Diana, and Aphrodite.
Okay. Andy?
Diana, Athena, and Wonder Woman.
Wow. Diana is Wonder Woman.
See, that's probably why it clicked with me.
Davo?
I said Athena, Artemis, and Aphrodite, and Zeus. The 6th.
And Kels?
Hera, Hestia, Demeter, and Zeus was the child that overthrew Cronus.
The correct answers are Demeter, Hera, Hestia, and the bonus was Zeus.
No, the bonus was Zeus.
No, it was just Zeus.
I like the way he says it better. Can we just adopt that as a standard for the show from here on out?
He can. My standard is Zeus. I'll take the boring way. That's why we have Davo here anyway, is to spice things up, right?
Okay, I'm here for color.
Spicy.
Question 4. Atahensik is a sky goddess associated with marriage, childbirth, and feminine affairs. She's also associated with what confederacy of tribes who live in what became the northeastern U.S.?
Locked in.
I locked in.
God.
I'm locked in.
I feel bad about that. I'm locked in.
I don't know why I laugh when Davo says he doesn't feel good about something. That just makes me
I
happy
do.
for some reason.
I do know why.
All right. Let's start with Andy.
The Iroquois Confederacy. If I'm right, thank you for hiding an American history question in mythology.
Davo.
I said the Sioux.
Okay. Kels.
I said the Iroquois.
Of course
And
you
Lee.
did.
I said the Iroquois. I grew up in New York. We studied the Iroquois, so I'm hoping that didn't fail me.
Well,
That did not fail you. The correct answer is Iroquois.
I grew up in New York. I know things.
Don't take it personally, Lee. He started in a bad mood.
I remember one little nugget from 1982.
Don't
history
apologize
class.
to him.
I mean,
Look
you
at
can
me, I'm a
understand why
guest. I
Davo
know
would think
Iroquois.
that, because, the Sioux are well known for traveling the plains of northeastern U.S.
Yeah.
All the
My husband grew up
bison
in South
across New
Dakota,
Hampshire.
where the Sioux are.
Bison across New Hampshire.
Yeah. Can't you see it?
All right. At the end of category 6, at the end of the game, except for the sudden death, our scores are Lee with 112, Davo 123, Andy 139, and Kells 165.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pull a joke out.
Sudden death.
Oh, God.
All right. So for this sudden death, I'm going to name a deity and the mythology they belong to. And then I'll give you a second mythology, and you have to name the deity's counterpart in that second mythology. So, for example, I'll say Eros in Greek is equal to who in Roman?
Cupid.
And I'm out.
Cupid.
I
That is
was like,
correct.
and
So long, everybody.
All right. So we're gonna start with question 1 because that's how this works. Aphrodite in Greek, in Roman mythology is who?
Locked in.
Locked in?
I'm vapor locking over here. Holy crap.
I think he's
I
trying
am
to.
sure this game's over for me, Davo. There's no shame. Pretty sure. I'm out.
I live with Emily.
I know. This is harder for you to be sure.
She's going to be so disappointed
She's gonna be so
because
disappointed.
she listens. At least
yeah,
at least Andy's wife doesn't listen to the show.
right. Because she's disappointed enough already.
I'm sure I know it. It's just not coming up.
Oh.
I hate that.
If I'm right, I know this only because of the names on the Burlington Zephyrs passenger cars.
Goodness gracious.
There's a big clue, Davo.
A little help there.
Just gave it away.
Tap into that.
All right, I'm locked in.
Okay, Kels,
Venus.
Venus.
Andy,
Venus.
and Lee.
Venus.
It is Venus. Okay. The Greek Zeus is equal to the Roman
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in?
I'll lock in. And I think
Deva?
I'm out, but I'll lock in.
Deva,
Jupiter.
Andy,
I said Apollo.
Lee,
I said Poseidon.
and Kels.
Jupiter.
Your answer is Jupiter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy and Lee, you're both out.
I got one
Not a
right in the
surprise.
mythology, sudden death. I feel good about that.
I know, me too.
Let's see. So, Kels and Davo, Greek Poseidon is Roman who?
Locked in.
I said Greek Poseidon.
Dude.
Is
Locked in.
Kels.
Neptune.
Neptune.
It's Neptune. Question 4. Greek Hades is equal to Greek
Or Roman.
No.
Is it Greek Hades?
is equal to the Greek who?
All right, I'm locked in.
Well, I'm out.
Probably right there with you, man. I'm just guessing. And a lot of it's based on the Justice League cartoon.
I'm locked in.
All right, Davo
Aries.
and Kels.
Chiron.
So, Davo, what if you had based it on Mickey Mouse instead?
Oh,
I thought Pluto was Roman.
Pluto?
Pluto is Greek.
I thought Pluto was Roman. That's what I scratched it out because it's like, oh no, that's the Roman equivalent.
Let me look that up because, I mean, so the Greek is Pluton, the ruler of the
Yeah,
Greek underworld.
Pluto is the Greek underworld. Oh,
Is it the same in Roman then?
it's the same.
Um,
That's Trixie.
I don't know. I'm seeing different things. I'm gonna call this question moot and move on. I won't give you points for it, but we'll just skip it.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll skip that. Go to question 5. Greek Hera is Roman whom?
Locked in.
I said Greek Hera.
I did. Locked in.
Okay, Kels,
Best Picture nominee, Juno.
Deva.
Juno.
It is Juno. Roman Mars is the Greek what?
Locked in.
Deva
Aries.
and Kels
Aries.
is Aries. The Greek Athena is the Roman what?
This one always gets me.
Yeah. I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Kels.
Diana.
Davo.
Diana.
Diana.
Oh,
Did you say Diana too, Davo?
I did.
You're both wrong. It's Minerva.
Minerva.
Is Artemis Diana?
Yes, I think so.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Diana was a hunter and Artemis was a hunter.
Yeah.
So I would say normally when both players or all players get the wrong answer in sudden death, I give them the option to continue, but there's no point. Davo couldn't catch up anyway at this point. So unless you want to try to pad your score, if Kels wants to keep playing, we can.
Let's keep playing.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Let's switch it up a little bit. Question 8. The Egyptian Horus is equivalent to the Greek who?
It's pronounced Horus.
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 Locked in.
I'm out. I have no idea. Grant.
Grant. I'm locked in.
Okay. Deva?
I said Apollo.
Kels?
Grant.
It is Apollo.
Woot.
It's Apollo.
Question 9, just for Davo. The Egyptian Anubis is the Greek who?
Did it come up in Stargate?
Yeah. I'm going to say Hades.
That would have been my guess.
That would be the correct answer. Although
What?
I've got Hades or Hermes.
Mm.
So I guess he did double duty. And the final one, Egyptian Set, is equivalent to the Greek who?
Zeus.
No, it is Typhon. Whoever that is, I never heard of that one.
I'll ask Emily.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. At the end of our regular round, or at the end of the whole dang game, Lee has 122, Andy 149, Deva 193, and Kels 215 points.
Wow.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
He's like
He's
smart
just
and
so super
stuff.
Smart.
Yeah, he reads.
I listen, and sometimes someone says, if you change the order of the sudden death, would have made all the difference. I can tell you, wouldn't have made a difference at all. I would have still been out after the first question. So
I'm with you, Lee.
Well, congratulations, Kels, on a win. And a good win.
Thank you. Nice run at the end.
Oh, thank you. I would like to say a special thank you to our guest, Lee. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate having you.
This was so much fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your support.
Yes.
And from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, I am your MC Davo with Kels.
What's the matter with you? Think your brain's going soft with all that comedy you put with a young girl. Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking again.
Andy.
So long, Zeus.
Lee.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for having me again.
And the Sensei Neil.
Yeah, I forgot to prepare anything. So good night, everybody.
Wow.
The rare sensei sign off.
Wow. Lee, you can tell your friends that you were there when it happened.
I will. First thing tomorrow when I boot up my Microsoft Teams. Broadcast that message. Broadcast that message to the company.
To a whole bunch of people that couldn't care less.
You probably heard on last night's radio show there was no sign off. I was there, live on the air.
I didn't really stop.
Okay. Let's record a thing. Like a little thing that says for this episode, we had a guest, and if you hear a little, basically commenting on our audio quality.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Davo. I can't fix that. So go ahead, Davo. Just
hold on a minute. How do you want me to set this up? Or just speak from the heart?
Sound like you're in a smoking jacket. Just
got
a little glass of cognac. Just roll you in the big chair. Leg crossed.
There's a fireplace behind you.
Fireplace is roaring.
Mm-hmm. You're excited because you went to the circus today and brought home a boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow. That died down because that was good.
Oh, I did not see that one. I got hit by a bus on that one.
You get so happy with your Robin jokes. I don't want to take them away.
You couldn't get through.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Hello, Davo here. For the next episode you're about to enjoy, you may hear some pops, some clicks on our friend Lee's audio. Her mic setup wasn't the same exquisite quality that we have here in the Brain Ladle Studios, but bear with it. It's worth a listen.
And scene. Nicely done, Davo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why you make the big bucks.
That's right.
That's why I'm here.
So
Okay.
I can do that.
And it's a shame Davo can't see what finger I'm holding up right now, but
I know I'm number one.
I assure you he's
an
number
example
one.
of what not to do. I defy any person who has given a soundboard to not do that.
Right. Admittedly, I would be abusing my power. I have no problem admitting that.
Set up a soundboard in your classroom for the last week of school.
Oh, yeah.
And if someone gives a wrong answer, have it say, dumbass, or something like that. You'd be a legend.
Welcome to A Push in the Morning. Lee, there is a train that goes past Kel's house, and we always have to pause right around 9 o'clock and wait for the train to go by.
Okay. It's actually 10 o'clock here. I'm down in Florida. It's 10 o'clock,
We probably should have warned you that it's going to take about 3 hours to do an hour of show because we're not good at this.
Well, I'm enjoying it, so that's okay.
Good.
I'm staying up past my bedtime, stretching my boundaries.
Nice.
It's good to spread your wings.
Brain Ladle, we stretch boundaries. What do you do?
So
slogan a lot.
It's okay because when Andy's doing the editing, he just does this.
Karate chop.
Stop it.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.
Sure, come get this baby.